Hey guys, welcome back. So far, we have created a server-side validation, but we don't show the errors to the user. In today's video, we're gonna talk about a new hook in React called useActionState. This is actually in Canary state in React RC and Next.js RC. RC stands for release candidates that we have to upgrade our app. Right now I'm using React version 18 and React DOM version 18 and Next.js 14.2. Okay, let's upgrade our frameworks. pm install. By this command, we installing newest and latest version of the RC Next and React DOM application. Now we are using React version 19 and Next.js version 15. Okay, head over here and let's show you the usage of it. Use action state. This takes three parameters. The first one is create user, our form action function. The second one is a initial state, which is I'm gonna type null here as my initial. Remember when I told you that if your JavaScript is disabled, the action will do its job and validate your data and submit your data. If you are willing to redirect after submitting your form, you give here a permalink. For example, I want to go to my root, or I want to go dashboard after creating a new user. But it's an optional argument, so I'm not gonna pass any. So use action state returns three arguments. The first one is an actual state. The second one is form action function, and the third one is pending. If you remember guys, we had to use form state and use form status. Using those two hooks will allow us to use pending to create loading animation and showing state. Now they added this use action state, we can use this anywhere. Okay, let's modify our action function state, and in here it said create user, and we have to modify our arguments in create user function as well. Previous state is null or is a type of any. In here I wanna create a new variable, parsed result. We wanna show user, for example, when I want to click create user, nothing's happening and nothing's showing on our browser or our servers. We want to show the user what's wrong with the information that they put in. We parse result error, flatten, and field errors, and we want to return errors. So this is the type of the user schema type. For example, let's create a type user type. This is actual syntax for creating a type of user from a schema in Zod. User schema, okay. But we are not returning this, we're returning array of each key or partial one, which is undefined for every key. So I've created a utility function, utility type. To get that, it gets the type and loops over that type or their keys and return its keys as an array or undefined. Let's use it here. It's transformed to field errors type. Let's rename this to field errors type. In here we want to return promise of, because it's an async function, to field errors type of user type. Okay, bear with me here. We hit save, we hit okay. This React hook only works in a client component. To fix this, let's mark this as a client component. Okay, and when we hit create user, nothing's still happening. That's why, because we have to actually show it to the user. Right now, currently, it's in state variable. So let's create state, and if name is available, then I want to render out a paragraph with text red 500 state name. Let's see. Now we are seeing the error. String must contain at least 3 characters. Remember, error handling can be anything in here. For example, minimum of here and message, hey, you're not allowed to enter less than 3 characters. I'm sorry. When we hit refresh, let's hit enter. You can see our custom message here. Excuse me. And moving on. But I just want to show the default message as of now. Let's create other error variables for other inputs. State that this is an email input. So if we have an actual error or email, state.email. Let's copy the last one. Remember, it has to be the password. You see, the things that I did here of promising return type of here, it gives us type validation and it's easier to write when we use TypeScript. Okay, let's create a new name. Hello, hi at siteexample.com. Let's create a simple password and it's working. Now let's create a is pending. Now when we want to click submit, we actually want to see the submit function running and we want to show the loading state of our application so that user will know that we are submitting the form and the server is calculating and processing its request. So in here we say if it is pending, if it's not pending, show create user. If it's pending, show loading, and we want to disable if it's pending. When we click, you see here it goes very fast. Let's create hello2 at siteexample.com. You see here there's an pending function going on. Okay, this was a complete guide to data mutation in Next.js, and we are using the latest functionalities and hooks. Use useActionState, and data mutation part is finished. For the next video, we're going to talk about accessibility and why does it matter in Next.js. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.